What's up, everybody? So it's been a long time since I did a video, or probably almost a year. I just wanted to give an update for anyone who's watched the video or has been asking me what's going on. As you can see, I no longer have my Procharger in here. Towards the end of last year, around September, after race season here in Minnesota, most tracks shut down about that time. But there was a big cruise, and I went on, and once we got done, the Procharger was making a lot of noise, not normal of what it used to do, more of a growl than that whine that it gives. So kind of looked at it, wasn't really comfortable driving around anymore, so I brought it to the shop that tuned it, and we took it apart, and the bearings were definitely shot. What we ended up finding out is the person who previously powder coated, I bought the kit used, he had taken it apart to powder coat it. When he put it back together, did not put the oiler back in the correct position. There's 3 different spots you can put it in. He didn't put it in the right one, so basically it wasn't getting oiled the entire time I was driving it. So prematurely failed the bearings out. Procharger wanted $800 to $1,200 is what they could tell me to send it in, and they would determine from there what was wrong with it. I found a company that sells rebuild kits for them, seals and bearings, actually out of Wisconsin. So ordered that, had the shop press everything in and out. He did it for fairly cheap. And then while I was at it, I had everything freshly powder coated. So no more of that kind of reddish orange. Got a little more of a pearl to it. A little more pop for the show. I do like to go to shows. Also got the brackets done in the black. The tensioners, these pipes they kind of hide in between the grill to go to the intercooler. The intercooler is in the red as well. So you don't really see these pipes. And we're going to start putting this thing back together. The other thing is the hose was rubbing, because as you can also see, it's very janky water neck that was made. You can't really tell, but very poorly welded, something kind of homemade. There's like an exhaust pipe adapter that was welded, and it was just, there's actually a pinhole on it that leaked, I found out. Just janky. So this is what Procharger has for the kit. As far as I can tell, I don't even know if it's going to be pointed the right way. It's very expensive elbow, but also put that on. So hopefully we don't have any more issues and get this thing back to normal. And after that, I will start documenting everything to put on this Holley Sniper intake. There's a lot of back and forth reviews. It doesn't work well for the NA guys. They've actually shown it to lose power. So I want to see what it does on an actual boosted application. There's another guy I know of running it, but he's making all kinds of crazy horsepower and did it with a few different other mods at the same time, so it's hard to tell exactly how much it benefited him. I also got the Hellcat 95mm bored out throttle body to go with it. So we're gonna do this after we get the Procharger back on, make sure everything's running good, and put this on and see how it actually compares. We were 515 at the wheels before with just the Procharger and the tune that was in there, and we'll add this and see how much we can gain just off this intake and throttle body for a boosted application. Get some real numbers, see if it helps, and hopefully after that we can start turning up the boost, because I do have that extra motor sitting over there that I got really cheap. And long-term plans is maybe to build a little stroker out of it or something, and I got it really cheap. It was water damaged, but it still rotates. it was a flood car motor, so water sat in it, but it never really ran with it or sucked it up. So we'll see what happens. I like to bump the boost a little bit this year. Our top time last year was a 7.9 at 88 miles per hour in the 8th, obviously. No trans tuning on it yet. My tuner that does this has not done any trans tuning with the trucks. He wasn't 100% comfortable with it, so we'll see what happens if we want to go with a different tuner this year maybe, or give it to him for a little while so he can actually tune it. This 18s are a little more difficult to tune than the older ones, so you kind of got to be almost on a dyno. It's hard to road dyno them, but we'll see. So we'll do this, get the kit back on here in the next couple days. Not going to document that too much because there's enough videos on how to put a Procharger on a Ram. Different things I might show. But after that, then we'll start documenting how to get that Holley Sniper intake on once I get all the parts I know I'll need. And then we'll get some dyno numbers and start working on... I'd like to get this thing into 11s as a daily driver and take it to the track, fun truck, and be able to tow and try to make the most all-purpose, fully usable Ram that you can really have some fun at the track and be competitive. So I'll start making more videos and showing what we got. And unfortunately, I don't have any videos of a racing last year because I didn't have a good camera and it broke at the end. So no videos of it at the strip, but this year for sure I will have some actual videos of it going, and we'll start trying to dial it in. Thanks, guys.